for it?
So all the techniques that I found, they require continuation of motion, either from the uke that was coming in, continuing their motion, or once you started a motion, continuing it from the defense and into the retaliation.
Did you notice any individual themes between the three of us?
Not that I paid attention.
Okay. Guess we did a great job with that.
I was going to say something very similar that I noticed an aspect of water. So very flowing, where you move along with the person, especially like the technique where you're rolling on the person for the MP. That to me embodies that whole water aspect.
Okay.
But I think there was a subset of them that was more focused on that very idea of rolling around the person, but if I can't remember whose subset that was.
I think that I noticed that Sensei Len Glazer's movements were pretty direct and to the point. It's like, it's coming in, we're taking the person down. That's how I felt about most of the techniques. I think that Sensei Johanna Glazer's techniques had more of a karate theme with some jiu-jitsu applications, and I thought that yours were more jiu-jitsu focused and more subtle variations within the jiu-jitsu section.
Interesting. Yes?
I think part of when we started trading, I mean, even way back when, we're kind of used to reacting from the inside out, so the technique will come from the outside and will block. So the attack will happen outside of ourselves, whereas in these techniques, a lot of them we were drawing them into us. So a lot of the energy in that motion was coming in, and then with that energy we would either redirect it one way or we just drop them straight down depending upon the motion that was created.
Any specific themes among us?
I'm sorry?
Did you pick up any specific themes among the three of us?
Not particularly, kind of all meshed together,
Okay.
but there was a lot of fluidity among all the different techniques. I mean, it wasn't really like power, like as the others were saying, there weren't really earthy techniques, but these were more flowing techniques that we would see from a water perspective.
Okay.
I'm not clear if this was intentional or not, but I think from Mr. Glazer, one of the things that I felt a lot was a lot of taisabaki, a lot of body shifting. There was a lot of that in a lot of techniques, but I think I specifically sort of picked some up there. I think from Mrs. Glazer, one of the things that I felt a lot of is the idea of not wasting time and energy, but getting in what you have. In my own mind, I sort of thought back to something that we did several summers ago, actually with Sensei Susie, about kind of continuing energy, continuing the flow going. So that was sort of, I think, felt like a theme. I'm still looking at Christine, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it felt like a sort of a lot of use of motion, a lot of continuing motion, moving off of motion, and sort of keeping that flow going.
Okay.
I noticed a similar theme about keeping motion going and trying to minimize the amount of movement between techniques, so that rather than having one strike and then doing a full retraction and then another strike, feeding one into the other and sort of minimizing the time between them.
Okay. Any specific themes amongst us? No? Would you like to offer?
Shorinji and Sankata, with a lot of points and circles, but a lot of A to C, one prepping to the other. For yourself, alternate stepping and distance, whether to angles. I got a fair bit of that from you as well, Sensei Glazer. And taisabaki blew away what I was thinking of for you, because now I'm thinking about taisabaki. I have to come back to it, I apologize.
Yes. Thank you.